Hi, I'm Steve Reed from Steve Reed Tourism. I'm going to be your guide on our road trip around Bridgend County. This is specifically for tour planners, coach operators, group travel organisers, anyone who plans tours around the UK. We're going to be visiting attractions, museums, hotels, all sorts of places, and even enjoying wonderful fish and chips on the seafront at beautiful Porthcawl. So we've had a lovely night at the Heronston Hotel in Bridgend. Carolyn Powell is the general manager and she's going to be telling us much more about this great base for groups.
We've got 75 bedrooms and they're split between standard and superior rooms. You get all sorts of various groups. They could be coming here for a golf break, they could be coming here to visit the local area, or to see points of interest like the castles or agricultural, so we get all sorts and all sorts of size groups as well.
Next stop will be Iwenny Pottery and it's just down the road from the Heronston Hotel.
My family have been making pots here for over 8 generations. The most popular items are smaller pieces. Obviously they can take them away with them, especially if you're on a coach. They would be able to learn about the history, but also about the heritage of Wales as well. We've been here for hundreds of years, so we're an integral part of the community and the culture that is around us.
Park Slip is a nature reserve with a difference, because they're saying to tour planners, why don't you stop here for your coach stop? Don't stop somewhere like on a motorway. You can stop here, you can enjoy the nature, the natural environment, the atmosphere here. You can pre-plan your lunch or your snacks or refreshments in the visitor centre behind me here. You can just enjoy the scene and the ambience. You can do anything you want here, but it's a coach stop with a difference. You can easily park a coach here. Drivers are looked after, everyone's looked after. We're now heading off to another site with a difference. We're off to the Rest Bay Surf and Water Sports Centre. Where's that? It's in Porthcawl. Well, coach and tour operators and group travel organisers might be wondering why we've come to Rest Bay Surf Centre. They'll be saying, well, Steve, we're used to surfing the net. The reason we're here in this stunning location in Porthcawl in Bridgend County is to underline the fact that there's something for groups here, very much so. You can park a coach, you have an all year round bad weather facility, a very first class one with stunning views again. It's got the toilets, it's got a lift, it's got easy parking that I've already mentioned, and of course you've got things that you can choose to see and do. Apart from the food here, which is delicious, in this walk-in cafe, what you also have, you have the prospect of activities like cycling, for example.
We've got an amazing facility here with the Water Sports Centre. It's open all year round. You can have meals, coffee, cake, takeaways upstairs. Got a little coffee kiosk around the front. The outdoor water activities are available to anyone, any time of the year. Also here at Porthcawl, we've got a fantastic coast path. The coast path is 8 miles long, but we've also got dunes either side of it. We've got the nature reserve at Kenfig and we've got the nature reserve at Merthyr Mawr. And the dune systems on both of those are massive. So the walks through there are phenomenal.
So next off, ladies and gentlemen, on our road trip around Bridgend County, we're off into downtown Porthcawl, this beautiful, unspoilt Welsh seaside resort. Where are we going there? We're going to the Seabank Hotel. Then we're into a traditional museum, Porthcawl Museum, which is right in the middle. It's run by volunteers. It's run with love. The last thing we'll be doing there is to enjoy fish and chips at the award-winning Finnegan's.
Well, we deal with quite a few groups, normally coach parties that are all together. We offer entertainment. We've got a large dining room so they can all sit together and enjoy home-cooked meals. And we cater for up to 180 people at a time, so we offer the entertainment. We've got a large bar and obviously fantastic views from the bedrooms. We cater to small groups and large groups. Some groups book the whole hotel and bring 4 or 5 coaches at one time, and then other groups are 13 to 15 people that are coming just to have a few rounds of golf.
My name's Hannah, I'm Head of Cultural Development and I run the Grand Pavilion Porthcawl here in the town. We're a really busy venue, literally 12 months a year. And anybody who's come to the pavilion before will recognise this as the home of the Elvis Festival, which is run here in the town for nearly 20 years. It's an internationally renowned festival where literally thousands of Elvis come and pay homage to the King. It's a great weekend out, and Porthcawl is the most amazing town for people watching. So even if you come along, just grab an ice cream, grab a coffee, pull up a chair, watch the sunset, perfect for people watching.
As you will see, the museum is housed in an old Victorian police station. It was built in 1882. 5 years ago now, we took on the lease, and it has now grown beyond all imagination. Whereas we only had 2 rooms, we now have the whole building. We have the outsides, which we're now developing. Behind me, they're making the Peace Garden. We're having old railway signs, old road signs being put out there. I mean, it's just gone from one extreme to the other.
My name's Jack, I work in Finnegan's. It's a family business. We have 6 outlets altogether across the South Wales area. We do a variety of homemade goods, so we cut all the fish in store ourselves. All the chips are prepared fresh every single morning. We have hake cutlets, which are quite an old school fish and chip thing. So we have fish delivered in the week and we cut it up into the classic cutlets, and they're still on offer. The homemade tartar sauce, that's probably one of my favourite things about the shop. It's a good place to come and see some faces, see a bit of atmosphere. We've got fresh coffee, we were licensed as well. We got a lot on offer here, and we're pretty proud of what we do, and we think we look after everyone.
Well, I can personally vouch for the fish and chips at the wonderful Finnegan's. But next stop, ladies and gentlemen, we are off to the Pyle Village Garden Centre. It's a marvellous place for groups. You'll love the shopping experience. What's happening after that? Well, I can tell you, because we're off to the Great House Hotel. It's pretty much luxury accommodation, and it's where the Prince of Wales once stopped.
Hi, my name's Jane James and I'm one of the co-owners of Lulu Boutique, which you can see here in the background, and this forms part of Pyle Garden Village and all its shops, garden centre and restaurant The Olive Tree, and that's owned by the James family. When they enter the gates at Pyle Garden Village, they're going to see a plethora of shops, showrooms and facilities that they can enjoy. So if I took it from this way around, they could start off seeing Lulu Boutique, popping in there. It's a women's wear showroom and boutique. Then they would go on to Leaf Interiors, which is an interior design shop. And of course, then they'd wander into the Pyle Garden Centre itself. If they were plant aficionados, they could go and have a look at the plants on display. Lots of the gardening sundries, obviously. Then you've got wall-to-wall wines. So there's a huge amount of sort of shopping availability here for people. And of course, you would then hopefully finish off your tour going to the Olive Tree restaurant.
I'm the owner of the Great House Hotel, so I'm working manager as well, so I own and run the Great House. We generally work with speciality groups, so golfers, foodies, ramblers, walkers, so we're more aimed at sort of the smaller group for accommodation. I would definitely say we're quite high-end and we offer a unique experience. Our food and cuisine is very specialist. We hold 2 AA Rosette Awards and we've won a couple of food awards locally for South Wales as well.
Because we're so central, you're near to Cardiff and Swansea. You've got the Brecon Beacons, which is just a drive away. You've got the coast area. You've got lots of shopping. You've got castles. You know, everything. You can get everything within a short drive of Bridgend.
It's just an absolutely beautiful place. Some of the locations are absolutely fantastic. The views are superb. The people are absolutely fabulous as well. And there's just nothing not to like about the place. It's absolutely fantastic. And it caters for all walks of life.
So apart from being born here and brought up here, I've lived right in the ocean. We've got all the ocean facilities all year round.
There's obviously the scenic element of Porthcawl, but also the town itself is quite vibrant. The people are really friendly in the area, lots of local shops, and you know, just a fantastic kind of diverse amount of things to do, people to see, and it seems to cater for a bit of everything what our guests are looking for.
There's plenty on offer in Porthcawl. We have the classic Coney Beach Fair, which is always nice to pop down and have a look in the afternoon. Even if you weren't going to think of going on the rides, it's just nice to be down there, be around. We've got some fantastic beaches around here. As you know, Porthcawl seafront, the road goes right up next to the ocean. Not many places like that you can drive that close to the ocean anymore. Then we've also got the harbour, which is a lovely area to go down and visit. They've got a great coffee shop down there with a pizzeria as well. There's plenty of bars in the area. Again, we have a lovely nature reserve back into town a little bit more then. There is a lot on offer here.
South Wales has the most beautiful coastline, brilliant walking paths, coastal areas, and you've just got such beauty on your doorstep really.
Bridgend County has everything that you would want if you had a day trip here. You've got the beautiful beaches in Porthcawl, you've got a lovely shopping town as well at Porthcawl, you've got the promenade, all those lovely kind of usual hotspots that you'd like to see when you go on a day trip. And then of course you've got the likes of ourselves, which offers a retail experience and everything else, I suppose.
So that concludes our road trip around Bridgend County. If you've enjoyed it as much as we have, please visit the group travel page on Visit Bridgend.